For Tuesday edition of the dialogue segment, and it has been most grateful to the Lord, and we have to appreciate the protection that he has given to all of us living on this planet. It has been good. The Lord has been good indeed, because the Lord is our shepherd. He shall not be in want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He lead me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He lead me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil. For you, God, you are with me. Your rod and the staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. So anoint my hair with oil, my cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow you, the viewer and I, and we shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever and ever. Anopay Tredian Ponyankropon Dana Sese, Wakai Humeda so Tim Quema, no pain so dear. Acquired the podcast, ye bronya bosumin ma, ye si bronya dia, and Tibronya Brimu and ye guswa, ye pim echo 15th December 2020 in the year of our Lord. The Lord has been merciful, he has been great to you. Nyame ehunu amanopay divine selections aka ahwefo mohwe 2 television. This is your show. This is our show. Ghana's biggest platform and most authoritative political, social and current affairs talk show. Medidi owo hene and tribu isiakwetesi. Yet another wonderful edition of the dialogue segment. Ayatna say ene anopay be dig Ghana hum komo ya dwendwen o my Ghana ho ne ahwe be nsunsuan e de board hono ekwa kodru anopay me guest Oba Bebuamina Edi and Komo, Enyina Mame. This year, the good people of Agona West, Asaman, the mandate, tomorrow renew the mandate, so on some several another 4 years, our Ghana's parliament, the Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, the Honorable Cynthia Mamle Morrison, and I'll join you here. Na yetimi atnase, na ya dissect, ya dialogue, na ya digest it into issue-based politics. Na ya question in sema, so the aftermath of the 2020 presidential and parliamentary elections. Yesterday was Punkataman, so akufo-addo is quite unfortunate. So, what exactly accounted for his defeat? No, utimi ebubo bibreso ema TV. There are a lot of issues also our social media say akufo-addo has been arrested. And you know, social media name one for church on send me for threatening his MCs. A bit more friend some say no better or can be no. One can be a tessa ha and a producer be friend now at the end of the show no in yadia yachino. Obima Mokika, Yachi akufo-addo, a month for sending messages here, answer and I'm able to say, and yes, a cry and a tear. And I'll pay your baby D and Como, but Shannon so say, Ubetimi are joining on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Net2TV, GH, or you can also send in your messages on 0549887703, 0549887703, and we are WhatsApp, near King Kai Eddie Mount. One Adam Jablin once said, your mind is like a magnet, and if you think of blessings, you attract blessings. And if you think of problems, challenges, iniquities, and other issues, you attract challenges and problems. You attract such things. Always cultivate good thoughts and always remain positive and optimistic. When your mind sets, if you think of negative things, you always dream of negative things. Because our mind is like a magnet. That is what one Adam Jablin said. He said, our mind is like a magnet. So whatever that you think, whether positive or negative, you are going to attract that. So if you think of blessings, you attract blessings upon your life. But if you think of problems, iniquities, challenges, and negative things, you attract all those things upon your life. I will entreat you to be positive and think positive for you to achieve your dream. Say, Odwene papa, ya dwene te sesabi magnet. The first name was a steam. What the source come national. Sign up generator. And he said, Odwene inshira baba also. Name Odwene or how Musio, Quadanda, and Adrian say no namra. Adreno be attracted Therefore, I'm entreating and encouraging my viewers this morning to always be optimistic and think positive so that our aims and vision and dreams shall come to pass. Any word of advice and motivation and pay Medema, the good people of Ghana, those watching me outside the country, those watching me live on YouTube, and pay me encourage you obi bia say yemfa sa enkrashe semi into 2 year effort. The dialogue show is proudly sponsored by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still, phones papa efie eno wo ye Christmas promotion ti enyoma no watetu so say who channel so emame na watenyo so kama pa wase auto iPhone, Samsung, Nokia Smart TV from 32 to 55 inches and have a tabletop fridge ni no expanse promotion no ekoba sa enyoma yi ubetimi download the Franco Trading app on Google Play Store and now ubetimi visit our website www.francotrading.com na bibia timi akon kan e de amount for 0246422338 and 0555939311 0555939311 na ununi edwa Franco Trading Enterprise still phones papa fi wada roma ibe the worker 10 we na sponsors ahodo aka no so maboso ma wate as usual the New Crusading Guide and amede eshasi on the front page of the New Crusading Guide. It is reporting this morning that EC update on the 2020 parliamentary elections outcome. That is page 3 and 10. NPP holding 137 seats as compared to the NDC holding 136 seats in parliament. Independent won after 274 seats declared. And no ANSMA, Yemami Jean Mensa, the electoral commissioner, and Nfuni Edaho, Obaku Kudru for Enono, was this MPP Kuramano, and Kunyano, Ohane Duasan Enson, and MPP, the Enono NDC, Ohane Duasan, independent Bako, Oka 274 seats, I declare, if Fini Kekawa Bieni Huasa, and Etienne, go to court for redress. GPCC, Ghana Pentecostal Charismatic Council, tells NDC, say Odidi se bibi amkuya kokot na court emia wasem enfama anopei onsem odiaban. None of our officials has been arrested in Somenia. Yes, ni pebi achese abu trimpo trust statement bi say electoral commission workers ni achibako o Somenia obra what say NDC for votes so over 3,000. Electoral Commission for the Kratabas BB Sakra NC Yanchi Omu Weka Bia so Omudu and Ibia na Yanum propaganda no ebi accept defeat. Nana B tells Mahama and also Ewa Hase, I don't expect Mahama to act on my advice. Inusa Fuseni and or say Mahama and declare him as president. And all this has Ghana for Sopan, and pay Krata daily the New Crusading Guide Abase on culture Mahama say Nasam no Kaino Uniso Asama and pay the New Crusading Guide at the Abba and on the Chronicle Breso Sem do Bokrata and I'm air to us on the front page of the Chronicle. Police dragnet catches Agyapong DC arrested and granted bail for allegedly assaulted cop. Agyapong and Yana Siam. Abai catch penny or yacheno. Yase or Densa Kokika, Sergeant Frank Mensa. Sabre granting bill. Penny Fosso Muama Shimu and Koso, the Chronicle and Ebosa Amani. Okujato Buaben differ on post-elections protests. And so and Sema the Bokrata, the Chronicle. And so Edihu Amani Edi Abba. Media Foundation for West Africa and MFWA warns journalists to stop inciting publications and the Chronicle the Obokata and opay in summer on also watro ede aba enononti okin kan krata na kuma obati emunsam yi papa no pay the Obokata no in summer watro ede aba enono. Media Foundation for West Africa in some trouble Sembia bimu toto ayampia nsembia enimune de ka ono so se unya saade no enyadia ebeboa omane chichire anopai the Bokrata the Chronicle the hunsam aba daily statement and am de to so the Bokrata daily statement so nsembei and ono so atro EC directs NDC to go to court over disputed Techiman South resorts. That is page 7 of the daily statement. Electoral Commission has directed the opposition National Democratic Congress at the just ended presidential and parliamentary elections over the issue of rigging, especially the Techima South constituency, for them to seek redress at the highest court of the land, so that the court can decide whether it is true that such occurrences happen in that particular constituency. NPP to pro-parliamentary loses. That is page 2 of the daily statement. Majority leader discloses, but supporters hail electoral gains in the northern Ghana. Northern region, the way Omawini sitting be El Hono, F. Dr. Muhammad Amin Adam and Hassan Tampuli, they won Karaga and Gushegu seat for the NPP. It's a good news coming from the northern region. And so I pay the daily statement. I didn't want some Abayera or say Chimen Sabusumphony and I say the way I'm not sure you're following every parliament, NPP for no lose number na omo ahwemu senebeya ombeya omo homework ye ayasem papa pase oni unu parliament na wo sabe ko parliament unko hu no obi na o ko fie no aya na aye bibia e wo asem wo classroom na yabbo exams result na ebi mo ko class 5 na wo tena class 4 sa pepepe and akwakoye. The Ghanaian Times, the Democrat and am the also the most authoritative newspaper. 44 die, 169 injured in road crashes during the election period. Page 3, the Superintendent Dr. Sasu Mensah, or Director of Operations, MTTD, and Obama say, "Yeba to abananu ya nipa ewu 44 and 99, and a nipa prepra ohane dusia enkron." Efa road accident. Ehun ensem anopay the Ghanaian Times at the Hong Kong at the Abakra Tananiwa kan abeti emu ensem. Investigate electoral violence. Dr. Ibn Chambers appeals to the police. Or say one hour to trust him efa bato no. Minority protest stolen election verdict, but majority disagrees. And we page 4 of the Ghanaian Times. And PP4 say and no cross about on the Rium and Domkumano so need for say Rium and on some anopay and the Ghanaian Times at the Huamani at the Abba. At the back page of the Ghanaian Times, Okokratanachia, electrical scrap storage facility to be completed June 2021. And also, Ayasema Abakratanachi, fires destroy property worth almost 940,000 Ghana cedis in the Upper West region. That's between January to October. Ejashishi nkwa se sika beye eko opipi baku Ghana sika no. And between January to October 2020. Asema the Ghana National Fire Service for the Abba. We Dr. Mr. Edwin Eko Blankson, Chief Fire Officer, and Funi, and pay the Ghanaian Times, Amania, at the back page, no, Kratanachi, Unabi Kayabati, and some daily guide. And I'm the air to the Bokratan, so and pace away, not possible. Ghana's favorite newspaper on the front page of the daily guide. NDC gurus threaten police. We know where your families are. About say, we and some Trunio Power FM. Buama okoki kansembi etonsa freno NDC a lawyer for police for na twemamen twempa enra enyasam ketwa enoma to bia ma police for a threatening police for so muni baby mobusua ewo anopa the daily guide and ebo ho amane. NPP leads NDC in parliament with 1 seat difference. That is page 3 of the daily guide. And NPP makes massive gains in the northern region. Makamwasem NDC withdraws Techima South case. Techima South case now much man so say Martin James Akosa when we know after NDC for actual more from so many evidence via anti asamuma jim afi the Bokrata daily guide and other ones. But finally on Ghana's biggest newspaper since 1950 daily graphic and the AWE the Bokrata naposo and so Parliament records highest sittings. Speaker and accepts 3,461 papers and 7 private members and bills being worked on. And Aho and Som Ebesram Rashibijafi and Professor Aaron Michael Kwe and Funi Edawakan Update on 2020 parliamentary elections. Makan Wasem 137 for the MPP, 136 for the NDC, and 1 independent. President Akufo-addo attends Ouattara's swearing in as part of 3-nation trip. No amampani Afro Michel say Akufo-addo adwane fikremu. Ghana for some social media, not knowing some mampani Cote d'Ivoire mampani, and also Yatoba Ayinubio, and Yadinisia Kunyaso. Ti mampani Akufo-addo, and the Numiam Cotechdi. And say, Oman for be come mampani Jane Fikremu, Jane Ghana for Ebi Enono, and some be seek redress in court. Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council tells NDC. Makan Wasem and pay Daily Graphic and so at the back page of the Daily Graphic. Water crisis hits Yendi. Yendi issue and Wakwatre Ewampatemho. And the police arrest 5 of Rialton, Benin, lorry ties on street. A Christian village junction at Achimota in Accra. Yachini penum washishishe ties near the ade. Ya quantum ponso if in elections in Wasam ya any penum na post for Chum or Christian village Kissman, Achimota area ho and pay Daily Graphic and so at the home common home sem. About the book at Emma Emma Watimi Ativi. Back to the studios now. You say bidding como Bashan Susan Makubia Darma Joy Herbal Center Vical 20. Omona by immune system booster, the ultimate immune system booster, of course. It's answer Food and Drugs Authority. I will say Nubrane Hamankwa and what they aye would you media wood into you say a Bashan so. Yanonumbi na MBC immune systems no. Na intimi engineer Banana Bibia so enko and Joy Herbal Center was say good health brings joy. Numbi Nemwa Dr. Manfretechi Joy Herbal Industry in one of them Penisa Dunimo Tono and I didn't at Chimpons to Wada Romanti and what day a Vical 20 a bar Onumbia a fight any disease ya di bia symptoms are who a unity after say immune systems na weak no. Pacho, ya diabetes, mild fever, fatigue, common cold, unexplained weight loss. Also, say, but you know what say, Uhia Vical 20, 0244585531, 0244585531, and 0244876321. Na Bibia and Konkai and Fa amount. High sense, everyday prices for everyday people. High sense, Emo Bibia Afishiapa. And he opened the biggest sale, better Brunya don't come sales. High sense at the back crema. Wait, don't come you, don't come. Ye ko Brunya brave you what it on your man to say who and no a high sense don't come promo now. Also watch us and from 15 December to 15th January 2021 and a promotion cost way a crazy discount to cry and a high sense at the Emma Otonio maybe to say television, refrigerator, chest freezer, air conditioner, gas cooker, electric cooker, washing machine, mobile phone sound system, microwave oven, blender, iron, rice cooker, and a water dispenser, kettle, and steamer, or high sense. Any of our showrooms, baby, be across the country, Otonyoma will now a crazy discount. Ya titi your man to say who, and if only Echimoho, maybe Bianco and kind from yes, also about 5 years manufacturer defect warranty. Otonyoma away who feel no echi. So won't touch maybe optimistic the call near assessment at the amount. Into high sense, everyday prices for everyday people. Free 030255 0302550000. Your showroom so no actually you remember bosoma went me at Sebia. You ma what me do any actually anopai. My guest the honorable member of parliament elect the second time I had to about the amount of bill 2016 or JC free one lawyer Charles obey income and some before that 9 people crap a year era or bodai copy 2012 NDC for BG no 2012 and now Batampa could draw for Yamame Cynthia Mamle Morrison BG seat no 2016 na or G seat no 2016 or 2020 was some maintaining NPP Amanyoko Agona West Abato and Peso also in the central region At the same time, I know Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection. And I pay only a guest you know Ebabidi and Commonty joining on YouTube. Now for messages bra 0549887703 and also your WhatsApp line. Ebe na yedi enkomo. Proud to 2016 parliamentary and presidential results, Akufo-Addo, the then candidate, secured 32,142, representing 58.3%. That was 2016. JDM, the incumbent president at that time, secured 22,208, representing 40.28%. A year Agona West presidential and a parliamentary Cynthia Mamle Morrison in your 32,770, representing 58%, and a Charles Obin income in your 23,423, representing 41.48%. Now 2020 presidential free 32,000 echo 33,888 at the Mampene Akufo-Addo Agona West Swedru income and will be kuman and empatem honina. I could not be honina bibia totonioma Emma Omodis vote to Emma Akufo-Addo Mampeni and JDM 23,959 and a parliamentary Emma Cynthia Morrison in your 30,513 and a Paul Ofori Amwa in your 27,673. I don't pay any mammy a baby come up. Oh, me match. Congratulations, also. Boa Basso say, wait me enya Aquenia, Emma Bibia, a conca. I was near Mammy Cynthia Morrison and a baby and Como. Na Shannon say, and Kunyasini Comodia, a baby dino, obey me, I join ye. Na also wait me to a drink about our YouTube. Mabibia konkai at Netu TV GH na ho and I'll wait me do message aba na etimi ama nkomodino akoso. Mame na ekonomode.
Nyamena dum ma music and chia meeting for wuti no ho na wo hwe he nyina. Na me fa se dan ze kan ma otwedu ampon ono no oye no kwarfo a oboye ho ban ma yeko ekuna yakwa ewie. Ne fi constituency for a woto aban so. Fi ahemfo dzeko asofo dzeko obia owo Agona West dzeko abofaba wezi 18 and the first time oto abani me do obia sinya mission on mako round aka de dase me wi waka me nkron kakrama na makom officially me gina na tour oye makasa me station na ma dan wona ase bebre wo ekono no onye easy ekono onye easy erokun within erokun without onye easy cry. Anyamena duma nkunyimdze aba aseda na yedze manyankopon no ho na woto abani nyina.
Wow. And addition Agona West and massive papa say mama mame akwenya biusa on conco 7 more mashibidum. So far so good. The processes of the electoral commission show they go apnoso during, before and after the election. Observation Agona West net say.
Medasi. Emi oba electoral commissioner abra Charlotte say wo. I didn't want to comment. Send a comment obey day. Nyawa ban no wo NDC fu no obey yin nti na bibi obey be criticize na oba Jane Mensa so a no so obaka dey onam do MPP fu no obey yin nti no oya adza e kan ye. But me pede me come from one kasa ati number for we are seeing ati no wakache this is the most credible election yenya. Not because of Jane Mensa no ye emi o Jane Mensa na bibi oye no nya meka. Memetu makanye de figure or mention here or twisting or done is like oido kada oye kojoza no kada oye kwisiza. Then she corrected. Ono na NDC for holding her own. But I must say that everything, Emmy as a person, I never had an engagement with the Electoral Commission.
Okay.
Because mo director of research or Juma mam. In a me executives are Electoral Commission Juma. Personally, I never went to the EC's office as a member of Parliament.
Wow.
I know because I trusted Nipa Ojinamane Mori Juma, and I trusted my husband who was with the EC throughout the night. I trusted my brother-in-law. On every election, be on what's in the EC in the office. So because my husband, he doesn't use a calculator to calculate figures, and he just rolls on. Wow. And he had confidence in them that they can do a good job. But Obisa only confidence will be on. It been so what's in I mean, a cat and a horror bone. You've been throughout the night till the next morning. But me, I had people who were more competent than me to be at the sitting. Let me make a campaign. Let me make sure they mean your voting. Or do none kind of coalition or that more team on one's worship. Never did they tell me they be a one trusty BB record because everything was so transparent. And every time be so electoral commission about outer, Obama figures, Obama updates on my warrior and Adina, which we were all comfortable with. You're not comfortable, and I would protest. But we're so comfortable that we could also entrust people and so trust one to stand in a stead. No one should be BBR. So far, Mekade so good. Send the BBR. Nejuma yanka BBR. NDC for protest. Someone cast for CCA watch us. That is what I read in the papers.
Yeah.
Martin
Mason. Techiman South.
Techiman South. I was watching us. And CCA Waka one.
That's Senate West.
Senate West. On a CCA.
More protesting.
Yeah, you could do. Intin, Mama Kanye de Yamina Duma, or Babisia Yasantua, Minia Jemesa, why you Jumanzan Pa. And I don't want to talk about it because Sunday will be over here. Many nani yako aglo yako da nyamiasi with Ayoko, but it was not deliberate. Here aglo yen program here next week. But because next week there's a program we're going to was a course Saturday. So Madam Bono from the in the area glow. So lo and behold, Jamesa was also there to thank God. Ayoko Bochu was there. So the three of us, the agent Agana name Yada Nyamiasi. Into being Caribbean and you know Nyankoyana. No, that is not the case. I don't know yet it's about my election. Into 1 year, but I'm telling you, she did a good job. And I say congratulations to her and I say a big thank you. She's a strong woman. There was some resemblance to be in Tine and also Yamina Duma Yanando. It's a better than I see with Jumazena. Why home? Say, Baby Bear Uncle, I'm sure that Nipa should try and remedy it, not make sure the next time and it be a damn mistake on baby. Nanyan Uncle, you Juma, so no officials on 1 year Juma. But Baby Ban will blame official. I was blaming number man. So I'm glad that she did a meticulous job, making sure that every time be on my hand updates, until at least Obiana Kumatoni and Pekrapuna. IPAC meeting. Nyaman Kencity by here day and everything, and she makes sure that maybe I no pond don't see better than us so that one all
right. You're sure Agona West constituency. Opponents no you're too abandoned say to say Basabasai be a unity ho and I know to say.
A da what to abanism me home Basabasai Agona West.
Okay.
Mammy home yangy day. Like it happened everywhere. Already and I'm sure that it is also emanates from maybe a primary baby because we have to be frank with ourselves. We have to be very frank. For the first time in Kofusi, you got to Aba, you just can't say to Aba.
Oh, Agona West.
Everywhere, not Agona West, everywhere in the country. And then you call Parliament, and the complaint is like everywhere.
Obia just
everywhere, not Obia per se, because it been Obia, not I mistake.
Okay.
But or you sit as a nation and then observe the why did this go wrong? Why is this going this way? Because you remember Obo to Aba for the first time. Maybe I'm only near that, but they're caught almost cancana at Aba. But there. Serious BBC then talk na BBB and say Agona West. Agona West generally is a peaceful constituency. Yeah, registration. Because the young commander or to me general radio do kade or share the whole country. But to Agona West, Agona East and Goma Central was so peaceful. Because on our commander or share the
divisional commander.
Divisional commander. Okay. He came on air. I listened to him there. It was so peaceful. He didn't have cause to maybe arrest to be another. It was so kind of way even with a baton. And a man, what I deliberately also did was that man call electoral polling station be a water about. Make from a distance, maybe in the car. Maybe some officials say maybe then I move on. I visited almost every polling station, but not to go and supervise what we do because someone is on someone. You're on proper training. I'll be in the car, make sure the BBR cordon wait banana BBR, So generally it was peaceful in Agona West. Ghana in Ampabakade, a baton, a few incidents. I call for ballot box as you call him. Umami will fee. MP no original na supporting and it be a plan and the work so nipa also we be so wu
yeah e be we nipa wu
as at best what we ya bobonsawa the mobile umami obosho na kwa he we obosho na kwa he why do we have to do this to ourselves as a nation What to about the kissy ho? MP, why then a bamba for me? MP in American, why then a bamba for box man? Never necker for boxer man. For what? President in or winner or your minister and all your day. Why do we have to do this? It's a Mr. Ban on your especially Minuanum in Benyufun. Me and my politics in yet today, a life and death. I have lost the primaries before, and I know how it feels like. You'll be hurt. We are manke winning. I mean, Lucy, no, I'm here because me them when your papa or me be. But Crawford want to advance it. It is not your time. So wait. Inti say Nipakron or Lusa. What is it? Why do we have to fight? A winner or ye Juman a loser was it in a few no bisombe Juman. Inti for you to go and snatch a box, where should to? For you to go and do something silly, watch one to Nipa ne koye man boy, or people no one tipo there, watch him into one bar. Inti the minyama barka Ghana this time generally was peaceful and shada anti, you know, a few, you know, normally eko party krampo bino some oboduko and dede be aba party na say inti eba fan da ma but nyamena duma ya go through a peaceful election. Nyamena duma electoral commissioner one money declaration Ghana sozi in the electoral commissioner on over the sole power to declare who the winner is. President wants the bony power be declared. The electoral commissioner will declare the winner. Mohi anyede ifi ejumadzina yabeya magana. The reason why they voted for us should be manifested. Make sure the other questions, Papa.
Yeah.
In Tibisa, generally, I think that was peaceful.
All right. NDC for contestants, the elections were they've cheated them. It was rigged. Looking at their projections at their strong room, they compile near their MPP for Mosisiumo. Sana wuhunu.
NDC wasn't serious. Abaya kwa yema bremekacho demi manko is in the office because I had able people, competent people, what's our work here, ma'am. Because them walk around polling stations and me son will be into me can't show the me son be chair official pool. Only 2 places na mukwana na mo hoda do ansa na easy funeral ba into ones wo hu ma waka nyina obi enyiwa mukọ ni chenko bi sandere ye de na de mitika na me inti them 4 years here what's in opposition we was world about power when my bring na they could just sit and tell us today we on last minute ehn ye ka de yenti results man senior court into field that one tasa one for one date and one for one pink sheet I will call it in uncle I won't call you I don't think so. Or that way, my one supporters know there. Oh, maybe I want me one day. We are here, why a day, you know. And the usual what they did last time. I was one street, one easy. The funny thing is that open American, my mom will be in this evil. A bra wo is in officer. Let me see na make sure TV too. Man and me be sanye there. When I walk elections and so I was just looking through the crowd to see they be a mohu, Muntaka, another mohu, Haruna, another mohu, and many as I mean. Agyapong black one, another man will be woman there. Oh, another said, "Don't get an akasa." Michelle, my shedding won't be a. In so many that journalists no way, no Michelle TV being Simon Bozen. Only so be today, Obisa reporter no one day. Where whom penny fully be around Anna. Where whom MPs now contesting be around, especially if I own one group, Great Accra phone. Where whom be around Anna. Haruna Kasi and Sana, or Kada Obisa the way and he was not there. So why do you have to do this? Demonstrations, you can go ahead. Enjoy the more you did in but to go to the EC's office, you don't have the mandate to. Instead of crying, a prayer, another cry, a straight bullet to be bored, never Canada. But I'm glad today, Yenya NDC Funya and Safwa, what declare results, and they all went home quietly. And said until the beer, that is, right thinking. But assuming they been bear, no one no Misaka, another one, no year, in Chapasabasebe, but they better want us to day. Walk they have the right to demonstrate, it's a constitutional right. Our cry no sooner will declare results and within a twinkle of an eye, no beer, you who say no get a car, who, and no beer coffee. It's young condom, say, baby, and call you, no one you're happier. This is not a time I'm able to one day, why will that be? It's not necessary. We have a nation to build, not because we are afraid. Because nobody's going to fight anyway. Nobody's going to fight.
Okay.
But the thing is that, Yamina Duma, Yawo, Ghana, or they continue. Yaman Penny and Adon 4 years a wakan. A Juma Ghana for what G India, what the Shahaness, what the Shan and Adonessa, a Juma what G Cynthia Morrison, India, what the Shanessa, MPB, our Winnie Bia, a Juma will believe what the Shanessa, a believe they would to Ayeni, only know him CC.
All right. After the elections, NPP lose seats, over 33 seats in Parliament. Are you surprised? Say, Bisa, and I say, would you say it's a Ghana for and Montimas send a strong message? And Tinama MPs, Union Bibri, and call the next 8th Parliament, or the 8th Parliament, you know, Bibri. They are not accounting for such defeats.
Ovary, Obiana, Naza, or expect from a member of Parliament. Any the member of Parliament own chakwan. Now so lobby for Kwan. Member of Parliament or lobby for school blocks or lobby for water or lobby for electricity na the minimum. Oh yeah, Kasa campaign and hen promises or me sorting. If you are near MPP in both sides, maybe I may make sure that one can wait. Sebe make sure that can wait and one see bibido. For you, Emmy, I was confident to say there, Accra Bridge in May and Sana Watuaba. Or send an eminence bibido. I had lobbied attaching, I had gone to his office on countless occasions, cabinets, many born down, you know, Accra, so from Accra.
Accra Bridge and Sada
Wachepa. Time. But no, as I was here campaign team, then my Accra Bridge and Aban want to. Meanwhile, my predecessor and Abredu, even Oboda and Abredu and Accra Bridge. Sometimes people so say a man and Mrs. Katon Diogudu. Maybe they believed that because Mitumizin Diogudu, even when I was in opposition and Maba Power, or I don't to me. I promised them that one, and that I was able to do. Contractors would worry because Atachi had given me all the assurances. But now, contractor be what do. Already, I think 12 million in sooner. War been home, so I said, and 12 million Ghana cedis. Now that shame. So they had to do a lot of paperwork and sign what your contract name same now. But me road, I never promised the road. The road I promised ye Bobikuma lower and upper. Me promise it because me said on Wabu Ngwa Jiska from the community in the Kwanwa obey. And I'm like, a quantifity, Bobo, we are Sikota and Kadoda. Why does Cynthia Morrison could be MP? Only 6 months. Or did you just obey a road? How do obey a road? Obey the Sky Road. Number one, you want to put a mission 1 year road. And Timoko and a model with the Wophobia and Iskaman. Na measure my road. Yamina Duma, one road and why am I?
Wow.
Inti say, compromise be in the end to me, yeah. Sometimes they hold you to it. A cade be a day, man, and ya man. Into all your promises, no sometime you become a promise, them, I said, it's never true. I never promise anybody anything. When I tell you that I'll do something, and then I know in my heart of hearts how I did the Bobikuma road, and I won't say it on air, but meaning there, make the mayanity. So I don't phone because I had promised people who would go and vote, and Bobikuma, me promise her, it's not only because they're going to vote for me, but on your crow and me pedal Agona West, you pedal watch Agona West. Or pedal watch your man, Chide, Yanni, Nyakrum, and Nunkrum, Kakaman, Yinan, development I could do. Say development don't call over, want to meet your money, or do on your markets, Nanyama, or do on your revenue. About revenue was the man them district, where straight to Central. Now, Agona West. Agona West not paying Nyakrum, but become a dominant. Bank of Cropen Hole. In a boy, a friend, Nyakro Bank, no Krubiso, Bobukuma. Walking in a baby, and you want to make sure that you uplift the Honusuni image. Yenny Juma or Yenny schools, Papa or Yenya officers or Ansana. Instead, that was my priority. Until all your promises come. You know, so be a mope, mate, you could be beware on interview. Why did you vote against your MP? Also on Bay, on Bowdory, COVID bear one brain in its band. What's May festival? You catch it
inside there on Chiska.
No, MPs. Or we have to be maybe next time. Or the back here salary I will your hand. And I'm not sure the MPB or 2 months because of was cover better chama one. But when you MP nisi call G, be bring one S Gracia. Why J aspend of constituency? Into S Gracia, do away losing. They may not get any S Gracia.
Wow.
Yes,
that
is how far we go for the constituents. MP says, when you if you give 100 cities each or 1,000, One kasa wako to at the end of the day, maybe 9,500 na won't become. It's 9,500 a week. I spend 1,000. 4 weeks no 4,000. Or so maybe a hospital or some other things. Here will be all I say in age, my book market, you fall on what you have. But to do also a young man, what to my Jumano so Parliament, they are very good. But because when yes, can see and farm maintain, and when to my project be another beer, a beer dam a yina when inviting the pool, Nessica be you know one. What's the book in Tibia one co, and that will be against him. In some way about time, Yep starts today, your church, and you may be not constituency, so Yam away with what they want. Emmy. Ya wo entin oya me nyama me yen mentanka oya me hia me colleagues and me catching because I me meeting air obiri kasa meeting na me that come ze hona mai I always say that I do submarine politics because and this year kasa moye woman me fa nti me better na me family strategy into air. Okay. And the funny thing is that MPP fu be better na air no one strategy nyina wo de egugom and this year funny thing but one wa fa wo de na aka ne ze hono that way no nti we should be decorous about certain things that we do, and then we are kasa so air ya share kwana eba fadwa ya kan because my strategy this helped me win. Why do I have to come and sit on national television and tell my opponent so that next time when MMA parliament no use my strategy against me because me there a lot of my strategies and people are on my side you know. When you side the bill, they'll tell your opponent. So you saw your opponent to do certain things. So I did a U-turn and I did something else. Better than what I did the previous time. In Tinyamani Buhamen Kawa A, but it was on me, share my colleagues. Yesterday, I was telling my colleagues some of the things I did. Also, that was a smart move. We should have done same. But the people who catch on our year, you also catch any or taken for granted. There are certain little things here, if you do easy on your feet. But all you're done, you pay to Abama and OPE. Inti saying you might do pen a mana, not that I and a pedaman, intin easier for him there or her there, time was to Abamo. If you feel that my brain and Maggie, oh, Maggie, me when you are fake, Miss Brain, oh, ye, if you are not Mag and off on your tree, if you are no smacks for no tree, nose marks are cheaper than the mag. But nose marks no bit command and why appreciate nose mask and what to about me in pan. No more mag and no beards in Tebaka, many day, and so still, but the man is a man. If you are appreciating necessity, on your necessity, why is that to Rolex watch as I'm a school? On so Pemumia lights band, two Rolex Nazaman and no kids, but are insignificant. Mobin toy watch a lights now the one. Oh, we are a name yeah, I got a good watch, you know, that's what I want. Intin or about timer, on your day, you take electorate for granted. Also, was Cynthia. MP. Every day, they did a demonstration on the road. Yeah. And I said, how come I join demonstration? People twisted it. I said, why? Demonstration, fortunately, that way you were TV, don't need chief of staff to one office. Mr. Mammy, that is Agona West for you. They want their road. Me fair road minister, Mrs. So TV, Nafe. On our Makwata. Every time I make catch you, I mean it. Me and Patrick Boma, or betray more my constituency. I was, hey, if I who constituency them away. Let me say that was wow. In the American, Nanusu or a Buamo when it came. And then I got my sometimes did any it is for your benefit. Because in Crofuna, even though my children was over Yamaman. And I believe that they didn't also helped me. Me drivers are way they you know. Me more be fuel which is their whole community will be a baby a man fuel because almost what bomb. Why they didn't the man? It's all ya did any bo or you're positive. They didn't bo also or you're negative. Intin them didn't so boy, my micro was what mukroni na walking in a bitumen and in a mesa can pepe. Accra Bridge in Sunyamina Doma Oguda warrior. Inti project or the also on your project and a warrior one casa. Into 2 months to election, let me to meet the constituency. Or them a Juma officer, they rush me back and another documents or them sign keke was a bremo. So I was running the ministry or them north from the constituency. I go to Tamale and discharge my duties as a minister, come back and go to. So I was running my ministry from the constituency because or them President Tamale and Juma. But documents on the table. No, ye from Friday, no, we table and them look sign. Because I need them call parliament and we call other places to me to doing my ministerial job, even in the constituency, every day be we say more than me a conference call, more than me a Zoom meeting in Anna from the constituency. Because a lot of Nancy Zoom a lot of major man so me in Zoom conference as in United or mammy to me blend day a beginning in Amo Koye. But generally or your day Yankasa so it takes stock. Why especially seats or your safe seats for us you lose
Central region reduced from 19 to 10.
Central region I was shocked because seats make Bobini's in Obibakado, so he thought I was going. So Agona they thought I was going to lose, but I knew I was on the ground. They thought I was going to lose, and I told myself I will not lose, whatever it takes for me to win. And God helped me. They prayed for me before I was said up. I was assassinating. Going to bomb payment. And that was by me fear all night. The night I remember come around and now we fear bomb payment. They prayed. They were with me. I saw from Yamishan. They were with me throughout. I him for. They prayed with me. They counseled me. And I'm a boys, I'm a girls. And a floater and a da. Is a Sunday. 1 year we're gonna waste. Once why was it Damasin on your float kakraba. Mara Saturday na President Bakas one no de mi fika so na muko. Na me ko hu floating. Na me chede me bi se da nyipa no fi na ade chin Monday, Sunday, Monday no so o she menyum nyam. We float awogodo. Inde ya me bi asopedo floating bi. There's no promo be here. Intimate don't wanna say. It was not an easy battle, but more crow into it, more internal is the internet TV don't come.
Okay.
Only the back on any fee because
I think it's very necessary. The issue of that assassination, once some baby brain, Aquacusi say,
we could walk a court and call from the or remand or court.
Oh, my chill, mono.
Oh, watching one and see candidates no so. Okobomu in account.
And this
oh, yeah, Okobomu account. That's I'm going to me in
Okobo, do you? So why are they?
Okobo, do you? They on your